Hey guys, Ben from Better Built. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that was really cool to me, and it took me about a month to develop in my brain, and then it took me about 6 to 10 hours of trial and error to not perfect, because I'm not a professional holster maker. However, get it to the point where I'm satisfied with the way that it is. So, if you all know me, I carry a P320. With an extra mag and a Bravo concealment holster. This is heavily modified. This is not how it comes from the factory. I took off the threaded barrel area, I recontoured this area, I added a wing, and I completely recontoured the mag carrier that they come from the factory. This is normally like this wide. It has a bunch of eyelets there. I cut them off and I put new eyelets and I mounted it differently. And anyway, point is, I like to customize things. So when I decided to make the choice to run a pistol light in my daily carry, I was running through options and I came across the PL Mini 2, which is an extremely compact pistol light, and I carry an extremely compact pistol, in my opinion, right? It's a subcompact slide with a compact frame, and I wanted something that fit that mold. I didn't want to run an X300 light on my tiny little pistol. So what I found is during my research to find a holster for this light and this pistol combination is that there aren't many out there. They either exist and they're extremely expensive, or you have to order it custom, or they don't exist. So what I very quickly realized is that I would have to either make it myself or pay a lot of money. I'm cheap, so I chose to make it myself. The route I went was I looked into some companies that are making holsters for the P320 with the PL Mini 2, and I said, okay, well, I'll look and see if I can find a used holster that fits the need for that light and that pistol, and then see what I can do to modify that holster to make it take a mag carrier. And at first I was like looking up mag carriers on Amazon and eBay, trying to see how could I possibly attach it, and looking up different ways, and I'll pop up some pictures right now to show you some of the ideas that I'd seen, and I was like, I'll try this maybe. What I ended up going with, though, was something that was unique in that I'd never seen it done the way that I'm doing it. Maybe there's someone out there that does it this way. I haven't seen it. Let me know in the comments, because I have no idea, but I haven't seen it. I've Googled millions of times. I've looked at millions of appendix rigs, Googled for hours until Google stops giving me results. Couldn't find anything that fit what I wanted to do, so I decided I have to create it. So I ordered a Tuxton Tactical P320 with the Olight PL Mini 2 in the waistband holster from eBay, and it was used and it's blood red, but I didn't pay $85 plus shipping and tax. I paid $45 shipped to my house, so I feel pretty good about that. It's quite a lot of savings, especially with something that I might destroy by trying to experiment. I got the holster, and after I got the holster, I had already been brainchilding, like, how could I possibly connect to a holster that was never designed for this? And I had come up with the idea that if I could utilize the sight channel, where the sights go through inside the holster, to find a way to mount the mag caddy to that. I'll show you some pictures of things I'd seen. I would be able to effectively add the mag caddy and not have to spend the extra dollars on getting a custom holster made for my pistol, because it's custom and so on and so forth, and it has a light that everybody hates. Whatever, who cares? I didn't want to pay $150 and wait 7 to 11 weeks for a custom holster, so I decided to make it myself. I got the Tuxton Tactical holster in about 4 days off eBay, and I started development immediately when I got to the house. So the first thing I did was create a mag caddy mold with the concept that I knew I needed to create a space, a channel not only for the retention of the magazine, but for the way that I would affix it to the side channel of the Tuxton Tactical holster. So the original design is this 1/4 inch piece of plywood. It even says number 1 on it. This is a rounded edge. I was trying to round the edge, didn't really work. It didn't matter if it was square around because I ended up flattening it anyway. This original mold ended up being way too low on the holster, and I'll just show you on this old Glock holster. The magazine was like super low, like below the trigger guard, so it didn't really work. So I canned this one pretty quickly, and I came up with number 2. Number 2, the magazine sat in there perfectly. It was the exact height of the sight channel. All I would do is press the Kydex over it, fold it over this way so that the fold is here, where sometimes you see it on this side, and this would be the open end. Retention point, fold, and there would be 4 holes here that would affix to the sight channel of the gun. Well, after many attempts from mold number 2, I found, not many, 2 attempts, I found out that the magazine actually sat extremely high compared to where I wanted it to. So it sat like 1.5 inches above the gun, and obviously that's too high. So I said, okay, that's not it. So I took this number 2 mold and I created the number 3 mold, which brought the magazine, I don't know if you can see this, it brought the magazine down like 1.5 inches from the original number 2 mold. What I did is I took a lot of the meat and potatoes from here that it had on number 2, and I also dropped the angle just slightly. So I'll try and put it here so you can see it. There you go. So I dropped the angle just slightly from number 2, and I thinned out this area here. And that allowed me to get the magazine a lot lower and still reduce size over here. And it was still good. I still had the sight channel. And then what I did is I added this area, this raised area, in order to help me better align the clips, because on my first attempt at pressing it with this one, it didn't have that. And I drilled the holes for the clips like super close to the channel here on the side, which made the clip go over the bend, which was just bad. Finally, I got this where I wanted it, and then I had pressed this one, and I thought, oh, I got it, I'm totally done. But I had done it with an ETS magazine as the mold magazine because I didn't want to use my Sig mags, and I found out that it bowed when it pressed, so this doesn't really hold the magazine all that well. And well, yeah, it does hold it. I was getting like bad retention and a lot of wobble, so I said, hey, I'll get rid of that. And then I took a Sig magazine. This is a dummy round, by the way. It's got a hole in it. You can see it right there. And I put it in the mold and I taped it up and I pressed it one more time. And what I came up with was this. So this is a Tuxton Tactical holster with my mag caddy affixed to the sight channel via shot cord. Honestly, it looks like a factory holster in my opinion. I'll take some high def photos and put them in the video, but 4 molds and 7 presses, and I finally got it the right way. And so that to me meets the intent, and it took an original holster and added a mag caddy without costing $150 to get one made custom. So let's talk about why this is important. I can take any original in the waistband holster, just plain Jane, just takes your gun, has this type of clip or the J hooks or whatever, and I can take your magazine, your extra magazine, my mold, my final mold, my number 4. I can place your magazine inside, facing forward or backward, however you like it. I can press this into Kydex. I can cut it and shape it, contour it, and then make it fit your existing holster. So now, instead of having to go purchase an entire new holster you can take your existing holster, which may fit or maybe custom or maybe special, with a different light or a weird setup or however, like a very unique pistol and very unique light combination. And I can take that holster that you already have and I can create you a mag caddy that affixes through the sight channel and the channel I've created inside the mag caddy with some shock cord for a tenth of the price cost. Let's talk cost, not price. A tenth of the cost of what it would cost you to get a sidecar holster created for you for that pistol, that unique combination. You can take your already existing holster that doesn't have a mag caddy, it's just a holster, utilize your sight channel and create you a mag caddy so that you can have a sidecar holster that meets your needs for way cheaper than it would cost you to get one made. I think it's pretty unique. I think the way that I connected it is pretty unique. We'll see over time how the shock cord lasts. But what I've done is I've beveled those holes so that way it's not as much stress. It's a little more soft inside there, not sharp. And what that should do is it should extend the life of the shock cord. And maybe I'll come up with a better way to protect the shock cord. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Maybe put some rubber or a plastic coating over it or something. I don't know. But I figure if I can get 6 to 12 months out of one piece of shock cord, then that's pretty good considering shock cord. It's like 20 bucks for enough shock cord for me to make 100 holsters. So, yeah, I think I've covered what I wanted to cover. And I thank you guys for watching. So, please like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to hit me up in the comments. Or you can go head over to my Instagram. That's bankrupt_tactical. And you can send me a DM or comment over there. I post on my IG all the time, especially in my stories. I'll go ahead and post some high-def photos for you so you can see it up close. And I'll give you guys updates in 6 to 12 months to let you know whether or not the design held up or if it failed. All right, I guess that's all I have to say. Thanks, guys, for watching, and be safe out there and carry every time you can. Catch you later.